It's time for the MCTS experience with Mr. Orff and Mr. Nash. Discover your passion and unlock your future.
Welcome, everybody, one and all, to another exciting episode of the MCTS experience. My name is Mr. Orff. With me, of course, as always, my partner in crime, Mr. David Nash. How are you, sir?
Excellent. I'm very excited.
Excited to be here. Excited to have you. Let's not go any deeper into this before we say hello to our friend and producer extraordinaire, Nick.
So look at him queuing. Look at him queuing it in. Look at him.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
That's
hello,
visual.
everybody.
If you're listening to the podcast, we just got.
He's a handsome devil. He's a handsome devil.
He's a handsome young man, and a great producer. Happy to be here. Happy to get this episode underway.
I'm thankful. No pun intended.
I'm thankful, and we're gonna hit that at the end. But let's get to some announcements. A couple quick announcements.
We got some fun things coming up. There's Winter Wonderfest coming up December 6th, Saturday. Now, you may be saying, well, school on a Saturday? I'm a little confused. No, you're not, because you can get breakfast, get poinsettias.
Yes.
Notice that proper pronunciation.
And wreath sale.
Wreaths from the Birdsall class, Mr. Birdsall's horticulture class. Plus, there's going to be a myriad of other things that are available. Cookbooks, other things.
Things for sale. And the student council will be there.
Oh, my gosh.
Touting their wares.
You wake up, come get a little breakfast, knock out a little shopping, bing, bang, boom.
In the past, it was pancake breakfast.
No.
They're calling it Wonder Brunch now because there's an omelet station. There's bacon involved.
Or I've made the infamous breakfast taco there. I take the sausage, the bacon, put it inside a pancake.
Within the pancake. I love that.
I tear it up. So that's exciting.
You've got a mind for that sort of thing, Mr. Nash. It's very impressive.
Just do what I do. I just do what I do.
Gentlemen, it's from 8:30 to 12.
Yes, the time. It's Saturday. Thank you, producer, for keeping us on
8:30.
track.
Be here, be square.
Saturday, December 6th, Winter Wonderfest. Spread the word. Come. It's a great event, a fundraiser. One last thing, if you don't mind me adding something to this. This is also going to be a fundraiser that our JROTC STEM Academy program is working with. They are going to take the wreaths that were made, some additional wreaths that were made, and they're going to place them at the National Cemetery in
awesome.
Icetown. Very cool.
Very cool.
Very, very cool. Keep checking our social media for information about that. Great work.
And what do you got coming down a bike?
Well, I have a couple of info sessions.
How are the info sessions for those that don't know? Packed?
Yeah, packed. Mr. S, I'll share a photo. No, we can't put that up on the thing.
Okay.
It's got photos of citizens, the general population. But suffice to say, standing room only. So
really?
Packed house.
And if you want to know about anything about the school, you come to an info session.
Yep. We've got a virtual one coming up on December 2nd, 6 p.m. Links on our website.
Right, coming home.
You don't even have to leave the house. You can just, mute your TV and tune into the info session.
Listen to the sweet sounds of Orff.
Nothing finer. Nothing finer. Or if you want to look at my big pumpkin head in person, come by the site.
I recommend
Center.
In person.
I like it in person better.
Well, you can interact.
Connection.
Oh, it is.
You can't turn off your camera in person.
You can't do that.
You got to look me in the eye.
You got to face the music, buddy.
You got to
face the music.
That's December 11th here at the SIPEC Center, 129 Bull Run Road.
So it'll be a Thursday? That's a Thursday?
I don't know. I don't have that written down, Mr. Nash.
I think so.
I believe that's a Thursday.
The producer will check it out
Wednesday.
for us. Producer will check it out.
Producer extraordinaire Nick MacGyver-Sikowski, can you please?
All right, as he looks that up, I'm going to tell you right.
Thursday.
It is a Thursday. Great job,
I spun the wheel.
Mr. Nash was like Rain Man when he was in high school. He could always tell you the day of week.
No, I was not.
Regardless.
I was
March
not.
27th, 1969. What day of the week was that?
A Thursday?
It was a Thursday.
It was
exactly right. That's very impressive.
I tell you what I am good at. What? It's Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes. Speaking of Thursdays.
I love it. I'm very grateful.
I can't wait.
I'm excited.
No school that day, students.
Or the Friday.
Or the day after.
Or the Friday.
27th or the 28th. Take a day off.
But we're not a half day. Just to be clear, the Wednesday before.
We got a full day.
There is never in the existence of Mercer County Technical Schools half days.
Correct.
We're always here.
Because of shared time. Because we have students that come in the morning and students that come in the afternoon.
And there's a high contingent of students, even though the homeschool may not be, quote unquote, open in the afternoon because they have a half day, they're still here.
You still got school that day, students.
It's an awesome day, too.
And it's fun. We usually do something fun in addition to the learning.
Yeah.
We don't put the learning all the way away.
Negative.
It coincides with the fun.
But you got a grateful heart? for being appreciative of MCTS and the MCTS experience and all this knowledge that you're going to receive in this episode.
Before we get deep into the episode or get the episode underway, I would like to say I'm very thankful for you, Mr. Nash, and you, Mr. Sikowski.
We're grateful, Orf.
Always.
You make it easy, buddy.
Well, and I'm grateful to the MCTS experience and this whole school and our careers here. I love it.
I do too.
Let's get going. Let's get to our guests. We got some great guests coming.
Unreal guests.
Former student and a great man from your favorite industry, Mr. Nash.
It's where I grew my roots here as a student in the automotive industry. It's a little tip off, but it'll be a great episode. I guarantee it.
Let's get to it right now. We'll be right back after this. Get on the path to a career you'll love at Mercer County Technical Schools. We offer industry certifications in recession-proof careers, and high school students can earn college credits in a wide variety of in-demand career technical education programs. Students no longer have to choose between job training and a traditional college experience. You can earn certifications, start working, and get college credits. Go to mcts.edu today. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are absolutely thrilled to have a very, very special guest with us. It's an alum from our STEM Academy class of 2020. Is that right?
Yes. The COVID class.
The COVID class. Ugh. Please.
Incredible things that have been done. Wait till our audience hears.
Oh, 100%. Please join me in welcoming Emily Ochoa.
Yes, thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
We're really, really excited to have you here. So just to bring us up to the present day quickly, you're here on a business, as it were, right?
That's correct.
You went in and spoke to Colonel Cortez's class today.
Yes, so I actually just got done speaking to his class. Great group of kids that I spoke to. I put together a presentation for them with pictures and videos and stuff for them to see. And basically gave them my story because 10 years ago, I was in their shoes, right? 10 years ago, I was a 13, 14-year-old kid in the STEM Academy, the second ever class to graduate. So it was kind of a full circle moment, honestly, for me. And I gave them my experience from STEM Academy to enlistment, basic training, Army ROTC, and then commissioning as a second lieutenant, graduating from college, and where I am now, basically.
Unbelievable.
That's what I gave them. Yep.
That's so neat.
Unbelievable. I remember no one really came to graduation because we did it like in the parking lot.
Right.
Kids were jumping out of their cars, but you were not even here for graduation.
I was
You had
not.
already
basic training.
You shipped out.
Yes.
Oh!
So what happened was I enlisted the year before graduation because it takes a while to kind of go through that process. But they gave me a basic training date, and that was actually during the week of graduation and prom. And prom was virtual, so it was probably a good year to miss it. But I didn't get to go to those things because I was off at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, going through basic training. So.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Yeah. So those of you who aren't familiar, we now have a JROTC Academy pathway within the STEM Academy here at Mercer County Technical Schools. And Emily not only graduated from the STEM Academy, and did a program just like this in college, correct? At Rutgers?
Yes. So the instructor right now at JROTC is Lieutenant Colonel Cortez, retired.
Our very own Lieutenant Colonel Cortez.
It's such a full circle moment because he was my professor of military science when I was at the Rutgers Army ROTC program. So that was kind of where the connection came from, and I came to talk to his class today. But that was the connection I have with him. Yes.
Great. That's super, super cool.
And in addition to that, too, you were a Skills USA participant. You competed on a state level, on a national level, and we went to Kentucky with your team.
Yes, this was in 2018. Yep. So I went to Skills USA, participated for the STEM Career Pathways competition. We ranked pretty high, I remember.
Nationally.
And it was a great experience. And I did talk to the students about that today because I know before I went in for my class, Mr. Nash went in there and gave them the spiel of Skills USA opportunities. And a lot of them, their eyes lit up and they're like asking questions. And so for me to share my experience.
And then you come in right after. That's brilliant.
Yeah, exactly.
And we did not
we didn't plan that at all.
That's so cool.
And then here I come giving my presentation, and I kind of give them a rundown of what I did, what I participated in, and how high we got. And it was just a great experience overall.
I mean, peer to peer, we often hear that, and you're literally coming through it. Like, I love what you say, full circle. The students that connect with you, it's so much stronger than any staff member here. I mean, don't get me wrong, staff provides a really solid foundation and a support network. But to have someone that went through it and now is 24 years old, getting a master's,
Correct.
higher ed, I mean, just totally dialing in. I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
Yeah,
but
no, absolutely.
It's such an enjoyable experience for us to see you connect with our current students and the ripple effect that's going to have. It's exciting.
It probably means a lot more coming from you than it does from an old guy like me. To have them, or frankly, even a teacher or something else. Like you have really been there. You were literally in their shoes.
Sitting in the seat.
Yes.
It's so cool.
That's exactly, and I highlighted that because one of the things that I talked about in my presentation was, I'm a girl from Trenton, born and raised. I went to Washington Elementary School, and then I went to Paul Robeson Charter School, all in Trenton. And when I said that, the cadets, they lit up. A lot of hands went up in the air. They're like, oh my God, I went there too. So it was a really good point that I made, because it's like I was literally in your shoes 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And look how far I've come. And not to toot my own horn,
well, you
horn,
made
but it's like,
decisions that have unlocked a lot of opportunity. That's
Correct.
not and to compliment you, you're not tooting your horn. You're just establishing reality of, hey, when you're faced to make a decision for the right side of the path or the left side of the path, you choose the one that had the most upward mobility. And
Correct.
you modeled that. And you remember we taught here at Mercer, we teach career-based employment with upward mobility, military, trade school, or 2 or 4 year college. And in essence, you did 2 of those paths simultaneously.
I did.
Really.
Yep.
Really incredible.
Now, speaking of Paul, quick shout out to Corey Mitchner, Mitchie, the counselor who has brought so many Paul Robeson students to us. Speaking of, so you're actually the first of a dynasty of Ochoa children and Cifuentes
We're going to have
Ochoa
the
children.
Ochoa wing one day at Mercer County Technical Schools. There's that many.
Let's break it down, okay?
Yes.
You were number 1.
Correct.
Noah?
Esteban
was
number 2.
Number 2, then Noah.
And then Noah.
Okay. Pablo. Who am I missing? Your sister, Daniela?
Before my sister, Litzy Ochoa.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Litzy, yep.
Yes.
It's like,
I think in the 10 years since you first came to us, there has been one
Every year. Yes.
that is
phenomenal.
so cool.
Yep.
That is phenomenal.
Yep.
Great.
Well,
So
that's a
Litzy-
testimony to MCTS. Keep going.
Yes.
I'm interrupting.
And then my sister, but she's at the Health Science Academy, and now Abraham in JROTC.
Oh my gosh.
Is there more coming? Cousins.
Oh yeah. I mean, our family is huge, and everyone kind of follows the same example. And I know maybe you'll get into this, but
awesome.
Esteban, he's a sergeant. What is that called? A chemical NCO. He works
Yes.
full time at Fort Dix.
Isn't he a machinist?
He was,
Okay.
but now
that was
he's
what
working.
he originally was when he went.
Correct.
That was his original position within enlistment.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Correct. And then he got the full-time position as the chemical NCO. So he's
my
working
God.
at Fort Dix full-time.
We're gonna have to rope
Noah,
him.
he's at Drexel University.
Yes.
Full-time. He's almost graduating. Pablo is enlisting as well. He'll be going off in the summertime. Litzy enlisted. I forget what job she has, but she enlisted in the National Guard as well.
Okay.
So she's serving, and now my sister will be serving. She'll be going off to basic training in the summer.
My heavens.
Yep.
My heavens.
You guys have truly leveraged the component where you can receive the training from the Army, from the National Guard, parlay that into a college degree, and just provide endless opportunity for you on the paths on what you're wired up to do. And the Army does such a great job
Yes.
at figuring out your strengths and strengthening weaknesses, whether it's personality, skill set, you name it. I mean, you could tell the story. I went to a tour one time down at Fort Bragg, and I was blown away. Everybody thinks they understand what the military is. You've lived through it, and many members of your family.
Absolutely.
Now, I heard you say before it was the best decision you ever made in terms
Best decision. That was my next point. I mean, I look back at the decisions that I've made, from going to Skills USA with Mr. Nash to, being in the STEM Academy, and then making the decision to ultimately enlist, because I was telling the JROTC class, my family is Guatemalan immigrants. And when I brought up the idea of enlisting, they said, absolutely not, and they just have a misconception of what the military entails. So I made the decision at 17 years old, went off to basic training at 18 years old, first time I ever left my house.
Wow.
It was the best decision I've ever made. And I wouldn't change a thing.
Were you nervous being away, being in South Carolina?
was it in the summer?
Having
it
never
was in
been
the summer.
Yes,
So it was hot.
yes. It was a rough summer, let me tell you. Yeah, no, it was. I think one of the biggest things for me was leaving home for the first time, and it was during COVID. So there was a lot of uncertainty. A lot of things that concerned me, and I was able to get. Yeah, I was able to get through, and that's what I told the class just now. Best decision ever, and it's just only thing it did for me was build my confidence and build a foundation for my career and my future.
Wow,
so,
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Tell your mom we need a few more kids.
Well, she gave 4, so yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll have more.
All right. We'll say
The
that.
Ochoa wing
Thank
is
you,
coming.
Mrs. Ochoa.
It is coming.
That's good. You've done well. Thank you.
The Ochoa wing.
Yes, the Ochoa wing. Last question, Emily. What do you see for our program for the future? What would you say to a young person considering that program? What are your thoughts about the direction that we're moving with Lieutenant Colonel Cortez and Sergeant Major Ramos? Like, what are your thoughts? What are your impressions?
Yeah, so like I said, I think Lieutenant Colonel Cortez has a great group of kids. They're engaged, they're motivated, they're ready to tackle whatever he throws at them, basically. Yeah. But being that this is the first year that JROTC is here, the only thing I see for them for the future is growth. You know, growth of the program, growth of the cadets, growth of the leadership, the capabilities, the opportunities. And now that Mr. Nash gave the announcement of Skills USA, a lot of eyes lit up, and I just see myself in them, basically. And if JROTC was an opportunity at the STEM Academy, I probably would have taken it.
Yeah.
And one of the the points of advice that I gave for the students was to say yes to opportunities and to become comfortable in situations that make them uncomfortable. And the reason I say that is because I was in their shoes 10 years ago, and the decision to join the military ultimately was uncomfortable for me. But looking back at it, 10 years later, that was the best decision I've ever made. So what I see for JROTC is just growth in all capacities, and they have great leaders like Lieutenant Colonel Cortez with loads of experience, yes. Sergeant Major Ramos. So I don't see anything less than growth for them.
Amazing. That's amazing. Also, shout out to the whole team at JROTC and yes. to you and Sergeant Major Ramos and Lieutenant Colonel Cortez for the Veterans Day celebration. It was fantastic.
Amazing.
Our superintendent, former Marine
Corps, yeah,
was there, and it went very, very well. It was a great event. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. It was a great time, and I'm glad to see that there's more of a military presence now at the Mercer County Technical Schools, excuse me.
Yeah, but no, it's okay.
Check out our social media platforms for pictures from that day. And Mr. S, if you can, maybe flash some of those down the bottom.
He can do that.
Awesome.
He can do that. Awesome. He's got the power.
Yeah. Emily Ochoa, I can't believe that you came back, and it's so great to see you, and very impressed with all you've done and all that you will do.
Yes, thank you for having me. It was an honor to come back here and just share my story, my experience.
We really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back after this.
Automotive Mechanics Technology.
The AutoTech program gives students the skills to repair, service, and maintain all types of automobiles. It includes instruction in brake systems, electrical systems, engine performance, engine repair, and much more. We are certified by NATEF, the National Automotive Technicians Education Foundation. All students in the program have the opportunity to earn industry credentials such as OSHA and ASC, Automotive Service Excellence, plus articulated credits from Mercer County Community College's AutoTech program. Welcome back, one and all. We are very, very excited about our featured guest. Every once in a while, Mr. Nash goes out into the wild, and he catches a business partner that just encompasses so many things that we strive for and that we embody here at Mercer County Technical Schools.
Absolutely.
And we're very, very thrilled to have with us from NJ Carr, Brandon Juricon. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me here. This is an honor, so thank you for allowing me this platform.
Well, thanks for being here. It's
and you
great.
know this one's near and dear to my heart, or if this is my roots.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As a graduate in '89, a former dealership technician, shop foreman, service director, auto shop teacher, NJ Carr. I mean, I went as a kid. I went to where the location down on River Road by Villa Victoria. I bought floor mats and time cards. Floor mats and time cards. I was buying there when I was on the co-op program.
And we're still in that business. That is the core competency.
That's phenomenal.
Of NJ Carr.
And you yourself are a tech school graduate.
Yes. So I graduated tech school 2006, 7. I can't remember now.
All right. Once again, I'm the oldest guy in the room. That's very thrilling for me.
What used to be called East Brunswick Votech. awesome place. I still remember what the colors on the walls look like and what it smells, but it was such an awesome experience. Quite frankly, if it wasn't for vocational school, I would not be here today.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's fourth.
That's fantastic.
Take us through what NJ Carr is for our listeners. And I mean, I know, like I'm sitting here, with me and you are connected. I'm like, I know what that is.
As well as your role specifically with NJ Carr, but then also, by the way, I'll just say this, and then I'll let you guys do the talking because I'm definitely out of my element here. New Jersey Carr is, of course, the New Jersey Coalition of Automotive Retailers.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
500 plus dealers.
500, yeah, and some change. And we have a new president. Her name is Laura Parada. She's awesome. She comes from the she comes from NADA. So she's
NADA. I had a kid work CIE. Keep going. I don't interrupt you.
So
or if that's how this whole thing's gonna go, he's gonna say things and I'm like, oh my god, I know that guy.
Yeah.
So she comes from a national level, coming down to a state level, and she brings such a breadth of experience that NJ Carr is just destined to become bigger and better.
Blossom.
Right? If that's even possible. So first and foremost, I'm excited for what this looks like 5 years, 10 years from now. Right?
Okay.
Specifically, what I do there is I'm in charge of the apprenticeship and training for those 500 dealerships. What I do is I leverage what I know from the industry and my experience of being a tech and how I would have wanted someone to train me up. And that is really what I do on a day-to-day basis, right? How do I take my knowledge and the brotherhood of being an automotive technician and share that with other people?
That makes a lot of sense.
Fellow service directors, parents looking for guidance, and a guy or girl who maybe got into a career and is like, you know what, I really want to be a technician at age 24.
A lot of my job is just informing people about what a cool career this is, right? I think a lot of people have the perception of this is still a grease monkey career, and they still equivalent to your Jiffy Lube, right? Working at a dealership is not like working at a dealership. A Jiffy Lube. It's like night and day.
Sure.
It cannot be compared because it's like playing in the minor leagues and then going all the way up to the big leagues, right?
Correct.
We have techs that are making north of 200,000, right?
That's not pie in the sky numbers. I know for a fact the relationships that we have and just the intrinsic relationships that I have with them. I know guys are pulling over 200K.
You explained to me once, Dave, that guys that are really good at it, right? The guys that are really efficient and good, they've got like 2 bays going at the same time.
2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
But now that's full immersion.
Okay.
That's immersion and immerging yourself in that climate for 3 to 5 years as an apprentice, and then continuing education, researching, going to schools. Like, you're all in. You pushed all your chips to the center of the table as a tech.
Yeah.
And in the 8, 9, or 10 hours, depending on, if it's busy, you just go. And you can make a ton of money.
That's great.
And the way I explain becoming a technician is basically like a surgeon, right? A surgeon can work on a body, and the body has nerves that go all throughout the body, right? If you take that same analogy and applied it to electrical diagnostics, it's the same exact principle, right? You're trying to find the disconnected vein that's not getting back to your either spine or heart, right? And I think that's the premise of what I try to do is simplify automotive technology, because not only do some parents think that it's a grease monkey trade, but then we have our students that think it's overwhelming. Like, I have to be a rocket scientist in order to figure this all out.
Okay.
And that's not it, right? Electrical diag can be simplified in a way that everyone can understand it.
So you mentioned off the air before we started recording workforce development and NJ Carr's and your role in that as well as so let's talk about that, but also touch on how it benefits consumers, please.
Sure. So NJ Carr does a bunch of things, right? One being the paper advocacy for our dealerships' workforce development, but on the tail end, it's really preserving what's best for the consumer in and around New Jersey when it comes down to automobiles. One of those things being the
and not just repair, like the marketing, the new trends in vehicle safety and evolution of like the EV mandate and other things.
And even on the back end, it's protecting the consumer. Sometimes it's informing our dealerships on best practices to safeguard are consumers, right? If you think about it, when you go to buy a vehicle, you're giving them your social security number, you're giving them your address, you're giving
it's a
them
dark web hotbed.
Exactly. So there are so many practices that need to be put in place at a dealership just to safeguard just your identity, right?
Wow,
we don't.
That's really I never thought of that. I mean, that's an entrance point.
Exactly,
easily.
and I think those are the unsung things that people don't think about.
Well, you wouldn't until someone brings it to your attention.
100%. And then the other thing is, we advocate for our workers, such as the technicians, right? Currently, the manufacturers manipulate warranty times to their will. NJ Carr just passed a bill that really tightens that, so that the technician is being paid fairly, and the dealership isn't losing money because
hemorrhaging, which ultimately falls to the consumer.
Exactly,
because the back end's got to be made up somewhere.
Exactly. If we make it easier for the business owner in New Jersey, that also matriculates down to the consumer.
There you go.
Certainly. How can so we're trying to meet that need within the workforce. I know that there are many more vacancies in that area and in lots of different skilled trades.
Yeah.
How can our kids take advantage of this? What's in it for our students?
Yeah.
And how can we all work together?
For one, it's a cool freaking job. Right? Excuse me. I don't know.
It's different every day.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
It's
upwelling.
I have friends. I went through trade school, so I have buddies that I still talk to in the trades.
So it's a brotherhood,
and I
like you
always
said.
bust their chops about HVAC guys get the sweaty. You're in a basement or you're in a crawl space. Even the plumbing guys, it's a really crappy job. No pun intended.
And now a lot of shops are air conditioned.
Exactly.
And the quality of the environment's increased.
It has dramatically increased. This is being a dealership is not a small business anymore. It's a big business. It's a couple $1 billion retail industry. It's the 5th largest retail industry in New Jersey. So with that being said, it offers a lot of opportunity aside from just being a technician, right? We're talking about service advisors, parts guys. We're talking sales guys. I advocate for the technician, but there are so many jobs available just through a dealership, accounting, marketing, you name it.
Yeah.
The title clerk, the DMV, all that interactions with
all through one business entity. So,
what do you think? It's like 3 or 4 businesses under one roof.
Yeah. I mean, if you just looked at it from, split it down the middle, right?
Yeah.
Sales and service are basically almost 2 different businesses, right? Some dealerships.
And then parts is like
this little thing.
Yeah, but they're still and they're integral to the functionality because the sales department's depending on the options and the stocking of parts and things like that.
I want to say Fred Beans has $1 million parts facility, and don't quote me on that.
But
just
still.
to give you a perspective,
Still.
it's not just your Advanced Auto Parts or your Napas.
And you got the body shop component.
Totally.
I told you this is how it was going to go. All of a sudden, he and I get talking. We just like
that's not even something that NJ Carr. It's so big. We're not even there yet.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And maybe with this new president, you guys are going to access that component.
Diesel technology. Some of these dealerships that operate in our state aren't retail vehicles. There are trucks, the Gabriels,
medium duty trucks.
Your Suzukis. We still have the 7,000 people that I just said doesn't even include that industry.
So 7,000 needed technicians.
Yeah,
that's not including medium truck.
No,
heavy duty. Well, heavy duty and heavy equipment. That's
totally different thing.
Yeah,
right?
that's not even. So, let's just say 25,000 right there.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we are trying to do our part to bring more techs into the workforce, and it's nice to know we'll be able to pass along to these students that there's a lot more pathways than just turning a wrench.
And here's what's
a lot
neat.
more to do.
This coming January, as always, we're doing our local Skills USA contest and connecting with all the instructors. And last year, you were a part of it, and
loved it,
and judging and supplying prizes for our automotive contest. And it's just a way that you immerse yourself in with us at Mercer County. But you're at Salem, you're at Gloucester, I'm just Warren County, and you're all over. And the legacy that Mercer has with our new car dealers is
it's amazing, right? Every county does this differently, right? How they get their kids out there and what they're promoting and what they're doing. In my heart, I still believe that this is really a blue collar trades, technology. obviously you guys do all the cool stuff, but at the heart of it all,
Oh, yeah,
it's the grit.
It's the grit.
It's the grit. And that's what I like about I've had the pleasure of going into many different schools, but this always feels very accepting, right? I think it's all about relationships, and
the school is about relationships. My interaction with the community is 100% relationship, as well as the relationships with the instructors.
Yeah.
The instructors really get to know the guys and girls. And the neat part about it is our students choose to come here. They're nervous, they're scared in the beginning, and all of a sudden it's, can I stay here? Like for the share time students, can I stay here all day?
I remember coming into your office for the very first time, and you have a wall just filled with the kids. And for me, and this is why we connect, it's really... for me, and even in what I do, it's not only kids, right?
Yeah,
you have the luxury of just kids, but it's just connecting with someone that's seeking opportunity, right? When I'm an immigrant that migrated to this country, and if it wasn't for an opportunity like this,
you wouldn't.
God, I don't
know where I'd be.
I really, I don't know. I don't want to find out where I would have been if it had not been for the teachers that told me that I remember this clear as day. I had a chemistry teacher, and she would tell me every class, I am lost potential. And if I would open the textbook,
if you would just focus,
if I would just focus, and I loved cars,
and you're like, look at me now.
I don't want to learn chemistry. I want to learn how to rip an engine apart and put it back together. That chemistry made no sense, but in hindsight,
the chemistry's got a lot to do with it.
So in hindsight, back to...
But here's what's cool. So a guy like you and you yourself, once you got exposed to the automotive theory and you realize that there's chemistry going on with the combustion gases and how emissions are handled, all this stuff, it's the kind of hidden prize.
And that's the best part of being here, or where we went, where you're immersed in your academics in school, is that it starts to make sense together, right? How the traditional...
Well, that's why they come alive when they come here.
Yeah.
They don't think they like school, but they find a subject matter that they're super passionate about. And that's why that's our slogan.
Every county student should have to cycle through.
Now you're singing my song.
You're preaching to the choir right
buddy.
now. You are preaching to the choir.
If there's something that we can do from my perspective, my vantage point, if there was something that I can do to promote that, I wholeheartedly stand behind that, because before someone signs their life away to a student loan, you have to evaluate all available options.
And what's the end result? What's the marketplace provide for that? Not that it's all about the money, but can you turn that into a career that's going to be 7 to 15 years? Because careers are 7 to 15 years long. Exactly. Most adults have 3 to 5 careers.
Yep.
But anyway,
and are you interested in? Are you passionate about it? Is it something that you like? Is it something that makes you come alive? To use your phrase, Dave. We have kids. Speaking of what you were just talking about, Brennan. We have students who I don't like school, or I don't like to. He doesn't test well. She doesn't sit down. We have those same students are passing 6, 8, 10 auto service excellent exams.
The entry level ASEs, they smoke them down. They eat them up like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's insane.
I think when you're learning something that you're truly interested in, like you nothing more gives you pleasure than learning more about it.
Very fulfilling.
I think that's a game changer, right? I rotted away for a few years in high school. I wanted to play sports so badly that I kept myself in traditional high school because thought that was the best thing for me. But from an academic standpoint, it was the worst thing for me.
Well, that's what we're seeing coming. So it's really awesome.
That's just a great note for us to go out on. Brandon, we really can't tell you how much we appreciate all that you do for the whole community and for us.
And how you help with the relationships with us at Mercer.
Yeah.
I mean, he and I working together, it's like thunder and lightning. I mean, there's times I'll call him and be like, hey, listen, you know anybody over there? There's some management change. There's some new people going on. Sure. And he can dial the combination, unlock the safe.
Before you kick me out, I just want to leave you guys with one quick thing.
Yes.
And it's back to how do we support each other, right? So when Mr. Nash does his awesome job of putting these students into a dealership, we want to mentor them, right? So back to the advocacy, NJ Carr is applying for a grant that will allow dollars to those dealerships. So when you
and I'm working on that. I just sent an email last week with Department of Labor.
Yeah.
Free apprenticeship program.
Exactly. So
you heard it first.
It's gonna happen, right? And what we really want is the mentoring person that takes these apprentices deserves to be compensated. Sure. And that's what this will allow us to do. It will now allow the dealership to take a step back and say, hey, listen, we can actually start training people up without it costing me money.
Yeah, and then there's the person who's passionate sharing their knowledge of their career. So.
And now this is, it's more of a brotherhood and passing of information than it ever will be. Yes. Right? There's structure.
That hurdle's removed.
Exactly.
The hurdle's removed.
And everyone is it's back to everyone needs to be treated fairly in order for the whole ecosystem to work. So back to this we tried our best back in COVID to do this. COVID, I think, did numbers to everyone. But,
sure, and we're on a rebound.
The plan is to reestablish our apprenticeship, and then our pre-apprenticeship that we're running.
Well, that's what I just sent an email to an organization as well as connected with the county.
Yeah.
And that was spawned in a meeting you and I were in. So this is exciting things are coming.
This is great. This is great.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Really, really great stuff.
Just to the Mercer County residents, because I'm sure this will travel well beyond just your students, right? We're talking about parents and, cousins and uncles that are looking to get into the industry. That's why the pre-apprenticeship is important, right? Of course. What we do is from 4 o'clock till 8 o'clock, we open up a dealership as a learning environment. So from 4 to 6 o'clock, we have a traditional instructor teaching as if you were to learn it from here. And then from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, we're learning hands-on. Right. And that's where I would say the bread and butter is done.
That's new.
It's transformative. And the best part is if you ever felt stuck at a warehouse and just don't know how to get out of that situation, this is the avenue. And the kicker is we'll pay you $200 to sit in the class. $200 a week.
All right, I might sign up for that myself.
And we give
you know what we should last thing? We should get him with guidance counselors for seniors.
Of course.
Senior guidance counselors.
I would appreciate it.
We'll talk. All right.
Good. We'll discuss all of that off the air, but I have to thank you so much for joining us. New Jersey Car, ladies and gentlemen, our featured guest, Brandon Jurakan. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me here.
Thanks for all that you do. We'll be right back.
Cosmetology.
Cosmetology is a licensing program. Students receive instruction in both clinical and practical, learning professional techniques in hair and scalp care, hair shaping, coloring and treatments, nail structure and disease, skin care, and career development. After 1,000 hours of required instruction, our students are ready to take and pass the New Jersey State Cosmetology Licensing Exam. We have one of the highest passing rates in the state.
Well, Mr. Nash, we've come to the end of another exciting episode of the MCTS Experience. I feel a little sad because it's over, but I feel grateful that we got another one coming next month.
I'll tell you what, it was like a mental marathon in terms of Emily Ochoa and NJ Carr and everything that they talked about. It was incredible.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. I would like to give a big thanks to Emily Ochoa, former STEM Academy student, class of 2020, as well as Brandon Jurakan from New Jersey Car. Great guest.
Really
great
good.
guests, plural, both of them.
Both.
Did a great job. Shout outs to them. And I'm thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for you, Mr. Nash, you, Mr. Sikowski, all of our teachers and students, and this upcoming holiday season.
It really is a part of appreciation when you do see the transformation of the students and the kids and the staff and everybody. It's really powerful.
Thing I appreciate most of all, seeing that transformation. So on that note, I'm going to ask each and every one of you to follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Threads. Share this podcast with a friend. I know. You didn't know that was coming, did you?
I did not know.
Podcast with a friend. Give us a 5-star review on whatever platform you listen on, and check out our other podcasts like the Superintendent's View, the Principal's Office, and the Way of the Wizards student-led podcast. And send folks to our website. Admissions are filling up, so apply quickly if you haven't yet. And until our next episode, this is Mr. Orff. On behalf of myself, my partner in crime, Mr. Dave Nash, and the great Nick MacGyver Sikowski, inviting you to discover your passion
and unlock your future.